All right, our last example I just went through to show how to actually set up the dual problem. So this is the video before, if you need to go through how I set this up. And now we want to interpret these results. So the first thing we can see, of course, is, and I mentioned at the end of the video, is the 1350. Okay, so for our objective function. And that these values here represent our shadow prices, or also called dual multiplier, and they're associated with the primal constraints. We can look here, so if we look at y1, the 230, okay, so this is our lower bound, which says if we increase the available time for operation 1, remember that was for constraint 1, by 1, our objective function will increase by this one value. y2, you can drop to 0 or increase to 860 before a different solution would even be optimal. So once again, looking at any type of increases. y3, this is not binding, and so in other words there'd be no improvement. There's already enough time here, so an increase will not help. Then looking at our shadow prices, remember this is how much the objective function would change if we increase the right hand side of a constant. And so we can see constraint 1 has a shadow price of 0, meaning increasing it right hand side wouldn't improve the objective function at all. Constraints 2 and 3 would significantly improve the objective function based on these two values, 100 and 230.